Hi guys, today I'm going to be making a requested recipe for you all. Now when I uploaded my recent Dhalpuri video, which is the one that my mother-in-law taught me to make, which is a very soft silky Dhalpuri, I got a lot of requests for a sweet Dhalpuri. Now in Trinidad we don't make a sweet Dhalpuri, but someone was kind enough to just tell me the steps, how it's made. So this is going to be a sweet Dhalpuri, and it's also called a Puran Poli. So there are other names for it, but that was the name that the person told me. So I was like, I'm really excited to try this, so I'm doing this recipe for you all. If you all are interested, I'll give you guys my take on it when I'm finished. I'm gonna taste test it, and let's see how this sweet Dhalpuri is going to taste. So let's move on. Let me show you guys how to make this. So guys, just remember, this is my take on this popular dish. It's not to offend anyone if I don't make it the exact same way that you guys make it. So here I have flour. You can either double or triple this recipe once you like it. So to the flour, I'm going to go in with some baking powder and baking soda. And the baking soda is the secret that my mother-in-law taught me to get that roti really soft and silky. You want to mix that in. And to this, we're going to go in with some warm water to knead, and we're going to knead this to form a medium dough. Once your dough comes together, you're going to continue kneading it until it's very smooth. So once you finish kneading the flour, you're going to cover it with a damp paper towel and also a tea towel, and you're going to set this aside to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Next, let's work on that dal filling, that sweet dal filling that's going to go into our dough. So I'm just going to set this aside and let's move on. So guys, to make this you'll need some grind dal, and here I already have my dal. You're going to boil the dal until it's soft, and then you're going to grind it or process it in your food processor. This is very easy to do, or if you wanted to, when you're making Dhalpuri, just save some of the dal. Now you'd want the dal filling not to have any jeera at all or very little bit. So to this, I'm going to go in with some unrefined cane sugar. Now you can find this on Amazon or your local Asian supermarkets. If you guys cannot find this in Trinidad, then I suggest using some brown sugar, Demerara brown sugar. I will leave the measurements, an average of how much you can use. So I'm gonna grate this in. If I had to describe this unrefined sugar for you, I will describe it as a vanilla fudge. That's what it tastes like. Very similar to vanilla fudge, has that sandy texture. But as I said, brown sugar can be substituted. Next, I'm going to go in with some grated nutmeg. Next, a little bit of ghee or clarified butter. The ghee is going to give it a really lovely taste, so I suggest using the ghee, and some cinnamon. And we're going to mix this. You'd want to taste your filling once mixed and make sure that it has enough of that unrefined sugar or jaggery. Okay, once your sweet dal filling is ready, just set this aside. Now we have to make the dough balls for this. So with your dough, you're going to break it into small dough balls. Okay, next, taking your dough ball, you're going to open out your dough ball into a small circle. And you're going to take some of the filling and place it inside of the dough ball, just like if you were making a Dhalpuri. Press down. You can put as much or as little as you like. and bring up the ends to seal. And you notice I didn't use any dry flour. If you were to use a lot of dry flour, this is not going to stick. Now I'm going to add a little bit of dry flour and just roll it in my hands to distribute that dal filling evenly. And that's one. So I'm going to fill the rest and I'll see you guys right back. So we're going to start by lightly flouring our surface and opening out one of the dough balls. Now, as I taught you guys before, you want to press from the center outwards so you can spread that dal filling throughout the roti. Now, I made these pretty small, but you can make them any size you wanted to. And then you're going to roll this out as thin as possible. So I put a layer of ghee on the tower already, and the tower is on a medium heat. I'm going to place the roti, and you're going to cook it just like you would cook a dhalpuri. So allow it to cook on one side, flip, then you're going to use your ghee to brush it. I'm using my hands to turn it because I'm afraid that it will burst. So I'm going to lightly brush it. So I'm lightly brushing it with a little bit of ghee. Allow the other side to cook and then I'll flip it again. See, it's already starting to puff up. So I'm going to flip it again. And guys, if you don't have a tower, you can make this in a big frying pan, or you can get one of the large baking pans that you would make pizza in. You can use that. You see how it's puffing up? There are tiny little holes in there, but it's still puffing up. And I can smell that cinnamon and that nutmeg inside of that in the filling. So guys, here is the roti, and it smells to me like a cross between a cinnamon roll and a dhalpuri. So I'm gonna break into it so you guys can see. You see, it's a soft roti. And there's that sweet dal filling on the inside. So guys, now to taste this Puran Poli or sweet dhalpuri. Now, I'm gonna eat it as is. I don't know how they serve it, if they would maybe serve it with maybe a sweet rice, but if you guys know what they serve this with, please let me know. So I'm gonna give it a taste. Not bad at all. I get that cinnamon and all of those spices in there. Now I didn't put too much of the jaggery, so it's not like sweet and overpowering. It just has the right amount of sweetness to that roti. It's really good. Honest to God, it's really good. If you've never had it like me and you were to think about having it, you'll be like, But trust me, if you try it, you're gonna like it. And thank you guys so much for asking me to do this recipe. It was a pleasure in doing this recipe. Please continue sending in your requests. I know I have a very long list. I do record very often. I'm so excited when I record that I want to give you guys, if every day I can give you a recipe, I would. But sometimes in life we have to hold back. So I'm pacing myself with the recipes. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Check out that last video that I did for the dhalpuri that my mother-in-law's. That's my mother-in-law's recipe. It's such a hit. And I'd like to say thank you all so much for watching. Please like and share this video. And I hope you all have a delicious day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.